Hi guys, this is Navdeep from Delhi Immigration Services. Today we have Ms. Saranya with us, who got the Canada study visa in the very first attempt. And we'll just talk to her and see how her profile is now. She's become a successful candidate in the very first attempt. Hi Ms. Saranya, welcome
Hi.
and congratulations to you for the
Hi,
approval.
sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was because of you. The SOP was really great. I was very impressed. I'm very happy actually.
So do we, ma'am. Can you talk us through your academic background as well, ma'am? Like, what's your academic background? And also you have the experience as well, so maybe we can,
Yeah, sure. I did my 10th in 2010 and I completed my 12th in 2013. And after that, I did my BA English from 2013 to 2016. And after that, I pursued B.Ed from 2016 to 2018. But after that, I had a gap. Actually, from 2018 to 2020, I was preparing for government exams. But then pandemic hit and that was stuck as one part. And then I sat home for around 6 months again without preparing for government exams also. So I took up job after that as a content writer and editor, and then it went on for like 2 years. I worked as a content writer and editor for 2 to 3 companies in 2 years gap.
Yeah. And you're young enough as well. I think your age
Yeah,
is 26 or 5, 26,
yeah,
right?
26.
26. And you went for a program which I'm not sure how you decided about it. So can you just also suggest like who recommended you about the program and how did you apply?
While I was working as a content writer and editor, I actually did few courses in digital marketing, which is actually a part of content writing. It actually very impressive, and I got very attracted towards digital marketing. I searched jobs regarding digital marketing, but eventually they were looking for only experienced candidates. Since I was from BA English literature and not marketing background, I was able to do only content writing. So I wanted to enhance more in digital marketing. I was searching for lots of colleges and universities which was offering digital marketing. Since social media management is part of a digital marketing, I want to specialize in social media management. I was searching like literally I opened all the colleges websites and I was searching for digital marketing course, and that's how I ended up with social media management. That's it. That is how I personally developed interest in marketing.
Great. So you applied directly after the research, or did you like get some advice?
No, I actually took help of an other consultancy. It was good until they shortlisted the colleges for me. But
Right.
after that, it was like it was not smooth. The communication was not proper with the consultancies. They were actually for talking with the students. They have counselors, but after that, even for application, they were dependent on other consultancies. So after applying, I had the miscommunication. Like every time I have to go to the counselor and they have to again contact the consultancy. So the application process was really hectic, and I was like, okay, this is not how the visa process should go. And then I was actually researching right at that time itself. I was okay, what if I had a refusal? So I started searching in YouTube and ended up with your video. So I decided, okay, I'm not processing my visa with this team. I have to go to Navdeep. So I don't want to face refusal actually after that.
And how did you hear about us, ma'am? How did you boil down to us? So somebody recommended you, or like?
No, no. As I said, right, right before applying, I was afraid of refusal because after pandemic, there was a hell lot of rejections in the Canada student visa application. So I thought, okay, what if mine also get rejected? Because I have 2 years gap and I was changing stream from B.Ed because my last education was B.Ed, but what I'm choosing is totally different, which is marketing management. So I thought, okay, I don't want to take risk. Let it come at the first time. If not, I'll okay reapply. There is no issue for me. So I thought, okay, let me switch my visa application to Navdeep sir, and then let it come. I was very confident that this will give me the approval.
Right. And you also mentioned, about the concerns which you probably had, before
Hmm.
you went for the visa, process. So, what was bothering you about your process? Like, I think you were bothered that there may be a chance you might get the refusal. So, what were
Yeah.
those reasons that which were bothering you? That okay, maybe because of this or that. Was it like anything specific, or you were just generally worried that okay,
No,
good.
both, because generally the rejection rate was high after the pandemic. First thing was that. Second thing, my profile was little critical. I won't say it is too much critical, but it is little critical because after my B.Ed I had 2 years of gap and I didn't do the teaching profession. I switched to content writing, which is part of my UG. But then the course I'm choosing is different. It will come under a marketing management, something that is not even related to my UG or my B.Ed. So I was like, okay, whether this officer will give me a visa, I don't know. I have a gap, I have a career change, I'm going to change my career from what I'm doing right now. So all this made me like, okay, I have like 50-50 chances. I might get, I might not get. So after seeing all your videos, I was like, okay, this much critical cases are going on. Mine is not that much critical. So I thought, okay, let me take a chance in this.
Right. Right. And I think the best thing was that you went for the program which is relevant to your recent experience,
Yeah,
and also your 2 years of experience in this domain, has shown commitment, has shown you a commitment that you are, serious about this, and it
yeah,
becomes naturally rational for you to, or reasonable for you to progress in this domain. So I think you went for the right program, and even when you came to us, we were sort of we were confident that you're going for the right program, and
yeah,
there was nothing complex as such, to be honest. But yeah, I understand your concerns were there in the back of your mind. But
yeah, right.
all it was a smooth process. So I'm very happy that you've got it.
I'm
Uh,
very happy to.
and since you've done your research on your own, ma'am, what piece of advice would you like to give to other students who might, you know, that you may have learned and that they can also do maybe to choose the right program? Because sometimes people went for, go for wrong programs, they get the refusal. So maybe,
Yeah, as you mentioned, right, the program has to be relevant. It should always have a progress from what we are doing right now. It should be like, it shouldn't be in the same line of what we are doing now. I was working as a content writer and I have to move to a management level position. So they see a progress of what we are going to do in another 5 years. So just
exactly.
don't depend blindly on the consultancies. Before even approaching any consultancies, do your research why you want to do this program, why you have to take this course, and why you are choosing Canada over other countries. We have to see all the pros and cons of what we are going to do in another 5 years in a different country. The visa officer mainly sees what we don't have in India and why we are choosing that in a Canada. So just do that is going to give you a progress in your career or progress in your education level. Always do, also should have at least an year of experience or at least months of internship kind of a thing, which will actually give them a view of how your career is going to progress. So do all your research before going any consultancies. Do what feels right for you actually.
I really want to ask you this. So, did you get any sort of advices also for other programs that you should go for this or that? Then you probably have read thought about it.
No, more than advice, people actually told me not to do, because everybody were discouraging me that this is not your program is not related to your previous education, your program is not related, completely related to your field of work. There were lots of negatives of why not to apply to Canada. I mean, already I was very scared of why I'm applying, and people were like, this is not related, this is not going to get you a visa, you have 2 years of gap, you have changed your stream, you have changed your education. Everybody was like giving negatives. I was like, okay, whatever comes, I'll face it and I'll get it somehow. If it is by God's grace, I got it. So more than what to do, people are telling what not to do and why you shouldn't do it.
And for how long you had to wait, ma'am? Like it took, a lot of time, I guess, in your case also,
Those
So
3 months were one hell lot of a time. Seriously, it's just not for me, but entire I was there in every Telegram group and WhatsApp group. People were literally crying every single night. I remember, luckily, on the day I got my approval, I slept at like 10:30, and I got my mail from my associate at like 10:40 in 10 minutes of gap. But the other days, I was like, oh, I couldn't even sleep. I will be awake until 1 and 2, and I didn't even get mail at that time. Luckily, I slept on that day and I got my mail. So every students were like, everybody is facing a sleepless nights for those 3 months. Before it used to be like 20 days, but it's now taking like 3 months of time. was really hectic, and it's a lot of pressure on people who are applying for study visa.
Of course, it's very difficult to wait, and it's very uncertain also.
Yeah.
How was your reaction when you saw on that night? You mentioned that you saw the update and you got the decision. So how was the
Yeah.
reaction?
As I said, right, other days I used to be very awake, but luckily or unluckily, I don't know, I slept very early that day. And all of a sudden, I woke up like 12:30, and I saw the mail from IRCC. And I just logged into the GCK portal and I saw approval. Actually, it took me a fraction of a second to see because I was in the half sleep mode. I don't know whether I'm seeing the real message or am I dreaming or not. So I have to again like, rub my eyes and see, okay, I've got the approval. And then the next moment I mailed you, like I was so happy because it was all of your efforts. I was very confident, so I mailed you, and then I got back to sleep because my parents were also slept already. It was 12, so I don't know to disturb them, so I slept like after half an hour of, okay, I got the visa, now what to do. I was actually flying, or I don't know if I dreaming or not. Only when I woke up in the morning I got into my senses, okay, Saranya got the approval for study visa.
Many congratulations to you, man. Thank you very much. You've been very supportive also throughout.
Yeah.
And thank you for all that trust and respect. I really mean it. Thank you very, very much for that.
Thanks a
And
lot. Thanks to you. It was you did a really great job. I actually recommended 2 to 3 people already in the past 2 days. People are like, okay, Delhi Immigration has done this. I somewhere I gave this, like I processed the visa application with Delhi Immigration Services, and people have started calling me. How did you do? When did you do? How was it? I was like, okay, just go blindly with Navdeep sir. He will make it approval. So just go ahead and apply with them.
thank you very much for that, ma'am. And
Thanks
I
a lot.
wish you great further. You have a good life in Canada, and for the next steps, also feel free to get in touch. And
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
very happy for you that you have gotten on. I know
Thank you.
it was very important. So many congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you for taking time to have a conversation. Before we end this, do you have any closing remark you can say? Then we can end it.
Uh, the SOP matters. I think I have seen a lot of SOPs on the online and the student sharing on the Telegram groups, but it was very blank. But when I compared my SOP with the others, it was very detailed, and I think the SOP speaks for it. Other more than the other documents, your SOP was really great, and it was all your efforts. Thank you so much. I think I'm very happy for the past 1 week because of this. Thank you, thanks a lot.
Great. Keep smiling. Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All the best.